Here, the last one is hash table. Okay, and this is also one of the examples from the utility package. So basically the hash table provides constant time lookups using a unique key. For example, the user has to provide the name, and also, for example, the key may be the elements is ID number. The hash table is created using the method. Here you look at here, using the method that is called the put method. So ht, you will use the ht, the object.put. Then we pass two parameters here. One is the key, one is the name. That means maybe a student ID considered as the key, and student name as the considered as the student name. Then after that, once you want to extract the elements from the hash table, then we need to use get ht, the object of the hash table dot get, then the key. That means if you put the student ID number, then from there it will automatically extract and display the student name. So let's see, go and see how actually it works. So you go to the hash example. So I'm going to run fast, and after that I'm going to explain to you. So hash is the hash example. Okay, so hash example, I clear first, then I want to see the class name is there or not. And hash, yes, hash example dot class. So we can run Java hash example. Okay, then enter. Okay, now look at here. There is option that asks for key in the key values. Okay, so if you look at the code here, import java.util, import java xSwing dot star. That means why we need to use Java X. Previously I told you, if you want to use any J option pen command, you see J option pen dialog, input dialog box, or J option pen message dialog box. So any options, J option pen options you want to use, then you need to include Java X.swing package. Okay. Now comes to the class name, class hash example. Okay, so you need to follow exactly the same name with the class name. Now follow the file name hash example.java. Then public static void mean string arguments. Then string s key. Okay, we define the variable s key as a string type. Then we have two arrays, string type arrays. One is the keys, that is the ID number of the students. So how many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another arrays is the names, string type arrays. And this is name of the student, Martin, Colin, Timothy, and Bud. Okay, now comes here. Okay, hash table, since we are going to use the hash table. Okay, so the class name is hash table, and we pass, you see, two objects here. Okay, then we create the, again, two parameters here, two elements here. Then we create the object. So two elements, same with the, here also hash table, two elements is object. Okay, next we are going to use the for loop. Okay, so for loop we use, why we need to use here? Because we need to create the hash table. Okay, so for I equal to 0, I less than keys dot length. Now you look at here, there is a command dot length. So what actually it will do? It will go to this array string keys and it will calculate the length. What is the length? That means how many elements in this array? 1, 2, 3, 4. So length will calculate this one. So it will give you the output keys.length will be 4. That means the statement will be for integer I equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Okay, after that you look at here. ht, that means the object. Remember this one, ht. ht is the object from the hash table. Then we use the get function. Get function will create the hash table. Put function we use the put function, ht.put. It will create the hash table with the keys. How many elements here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And also we pass the name of the students, names, I. So it will pass the value from here 1, 2, 3, 4, and also the names 1, 2, 3, 4, corresponding names that follow the ID number. Okay, now comes to this S key. Okay, so this is the J option pane show input dialog box. Enter search key. That means we need to search using the key value, and later on that will give you the name of the students. So now here is the actually showing this option, enter search key. Okay, now if you for example press nothing, or you put the wrong ID number, that means wrong key, then it will display the message. Okay, if ht.get s key is null, you put nothing, or you put the wrong things, then it will display J option pane show message dialog box. There is no student with this ID. So I'm going to put nothing here. Let's see what is the output coming from here. Okay, so you see the output based on the first condition. This is true, null. Okay, there is no student ID with this. There is no student with this ID. Okay, let's see. I want to give you the wrong student ID. What happened? Okay, hash example. Go back here. None of the matching one. For example, I want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, 7. So this is not matching from the keys. What happened? It's supposed to give you the message with the same message here. Okay, that means there is no student with this ID. Okay, let's see. We will put the correct ID from the array given in the inside the array. So again run, and we want to put there the correct ID number. For example, I want to put here, for example, 1990255. So this student ID belongs to the student name is Timothy, right? 199, yes, correct. Okay, it's supposed to give you the output Timothy, right? So now I click here, yes, the student's name is Timothy. Look at here, J option pane, then this condition is false. That means this is the correct ID number we put. It goes to the else condition, and it will show you J option pane, show message dialog. The student's name is ht.get. I told you the command is to get S key. So what is the S key? It match with the ID, with the Timothy's student ID. So it will show you the student name is Timothy. That's why you see here the student name is Timothy. Okay, now the system.exit. Basically this is the command. Once you have run this code, if any problem coming, then it will exit from the system. Okay, system.exit 0. So I hope you understand the concept of hash table and how we can create the hash table and how we can get the output based on the input value, the student ID, and based on the student ID, what will be the student name.